Trust is a currency. It is often more valuable than money. We spend our days trying to earn it. We hope our customers will offer it, but what if we gave it away first? What if we led with trust, without asking for proof? This is the core of the pay-what-you-want model. It is a simple, yet radical, idea. You offer your work, your art, your service. You look the customer in the eye. You tell them, you decide what this is worth. It's an act of vulnerability. It's an invitation to connect. A transaction becomes a conversation. A sale becomes a relationship. This approach feels risky. It goes against every rule we have been taught about business. We are told to set a price. We are told to maximize profit. We are told to protect ourselves from the few who might take advantage. But focusing on the few who might cheat ignores the many who want to be fair. It builds a wall when we should be building a bridge. When you extend trust, you are not being naive. You are being strategic. You are choosing to believe in the generosity of others. You are betting on human connection. This bet, more often than not, pays off in remarkable ways. When a customer is trusted, they feel seen. They are no longer just a consumer. They become a partner. They are part of your story. This feeling is powerful. It changes their entire perspective. The question is no longer, what is the lowest price I can pay? Instead, it becomes, what is a fair price for this value? How can I support this creator? This shift is profound. It moves the interaction from the world of spreadsheets and margins to the world of community and mutual respect. People want to be generous. They want to support things they believe in. We just have to give them the chance. The proof is in the action. When you trust someone, you give them a chance to prove you right. And they often will. The risk of being taken advantage of is real, but it is often smaller than we fear. The reward, however, is immense. It is the reward of loyalty. It is the reward of customers who become advocates. They don't just buy from you once, they come back, they bring their friends, they share your story because it has become their story too. This is not a gimmick, it is a long-term strategy for building a business that matters. It starts with a simple choice to trust first. We don't have to guess if this works. There are pioneers who have walked this path. They have shown us the way. Think about the band Radiohead. In 2007, they released their album In Rainbows online. They did not set a price. They simply asked fans to pay what they wanted. The world watched, holding its breath. Many predicted failure. They said people would take the music for free, and some did, but many more paid. They paid a fair price. Some even paid more than a typical album cost. The result? The album was a massive financial and cultural success. This was not a fluke, it was a lesson. Radiohead trusted their fans. Their fans, in turn, showed their appreciation. They proved that a connection to the artist was worth something. Consider also the rise of community cafés. These are places that run on a pay-what-you-can basis. They offer a warm meal to anyone who walks in. Some patrons pay extra, covering the cost for someone who cannot. Others pay what they can afford. A few pay nothing. Yet, these cafés thrive. They become hubs of goodwill. They build a community that is stronger than any balance sheet could measure. They earn not just money, but a deep and abiding sense of local pride. The model also finds a home in the creative world. I know of a design studio that tried an experiment. For small introductory projects, they let new clients set the price. This was their way of lowering the barrier to entry. It was an invitation to try their services without a big financial commitment. The risk was that clients would pay very little and leave, but that's not what happened. Most clients paid a fair rate. More importantly, they were so impressed by the gesture of trust that they came back. They returned for larger, more expensive projects. The studio built a pipeline of loyal clients, all because it was willing to trust first. These examples are not isolated incidents. They are data points. They are stories of success built on a foundation of mutual respect. They show that when you give people the power to choose, they often choose to be honorable. The fear of loss often blinds us to the possibility of gain. The gain is not just financial. It is the creation of a brand that people feel connected to. It is the transformation of customers into a tribe. The proof is there for anyone willing to see it. Trust is not a weakness. It is a powerful tool for connection and growth in a world that is hungry for both. So, how does this work in practice? How do you turn an abstract idea like trust into a real business model? It begins with clarity. You must be transparent with your customers. Don't hide your costs. Share them. Explain what it takes to create your product or service. Tell them what a suggested price would be and why. Show them how their payment helps you continue your work. When people understand the story behind the price, they are more likely to participate in it. They are not just buying a thing, they are funding a mission. This context is everything. Next, you must empower the customer. This is not about leaving them in the dark. It is about guiding their choice. Offer clear options. For example, you can present 3 tiers. One price that covers your basic costs, a second that represents a fair market price, a third that allows them to pay a little extra to support your growth. This structure helps people understand the impact of their decision. It makes them feel like they are co-creating the value with you. It is a gentle nudge, not a hard push. It respects their intelligence and their agency, which is the entire point of the model. The customer's feeling is the core of the experience. When someone is given the choice to set a price, they feel a sense of ownership. They are an active participant, not a passive consumer. This engagement is incredibly valuable. It fosters a deep sense of loyalty. They remember the business that trusted them. They remember the feeling of being respected. This emotional connection is what turns a one-time buyer into a lifelong fan. They don't just feel good about the product they bought. They feel good about themselves for making a fair choice. That is a feeling they will want to experience again. The benefits for the business are tangible and profound. Yes, you gain sales, but you gain so much more. You gain a community. You gain word-of-mouth marketing that money cannot buy. People love to share a remarkable story. A business that trusts its customers is a remarkable story. It builds your brand's reputation as one that is fair, confident, and human. The risk of a few low payments is a small price to pay for this level of deep, authentic connection. Over time, this loyalty compounds. It becomes the bedrock of a resilient and meaningful enterprise. This is not a magic bullet. Pay what you want is a deliberate strategy. It is not for every product. It is not for every service. It is not for every situation. It requires thought. It requires courage. It works best when your costs are low. It works best when the value you provide is deeply personal. Art, music, community. It is a tool. Use with skill and intention. Consider using it. Rethink assumptions about value. Rethink assumptions about commerce. Rethink your relationship with the people you serve. The world is noisy. Everyone is shouting. Shouting louder is a losing game. Whisper instead. Extend a hand. Offer a gesture of trust. In a marketplace of suspicion and transactions, true trust stands out. It cuts through the noise. It creates quiet space for real connection. People are tired of being numbers. They want brands that see them as people. This model signals you see them. Try it. Start small. Perhaps with a single product. A digital download. A small consulting session. Be honest about your costs. Tell your story. Share your reasons for trying this experiment. Thank every single customer, no matter what they choose to pay. Watch what happens. Listen to the feedback. You might be surprised. You might find that people are more generous, more fair, more supportive. You might find that the trust you give is returned to you tenfold. This is more than a pricing strategy. It is a way of being. It is a choice to build a business based on generosity and connection, rather than fear and scarcity. It is a bet on the best parts of human nature. This is your chance to build a bridge between you and your customers. A bridge built not of contracts and fixed prices, but of mutual respect and shared purpose. You have the power to decide. Your choice can build a better business and perhaps a slightly better world. Go, make a ruckus.